Hello everybody, we've got a 2-for-1. This is module 52 and 53 all in one video because they're really tiny ones. So there's really two types of profit. If you've taken an accounting class, you were looking at explicit costs. So the accountant wants to measure everything that is paid out of pocket. So actual cash is leaving the business. That's an explicit cost. We literally have cash leaving the business to pay for some resource, right? Like employees' wages or our electricity bill or the inputs needed to produce something, right? We take cash out of the business and we get these things in return. So an accountant would say your total revenue minus your accounting cost, all of these things, equals your profit. Now, an economist is going to include these explicit costs, but they're also going to include implicit costs, and that's the opportunity cost, right? So an an economist would say, well, if you're going to do something, we also have to consider the wages that you're not making, right? If you go to college, you have to consider how much money you're not making because you're not in the workforce, for example, right? You're using your business space, well, you could be renting that out and making money. So we have to include that and the value of your time, for example. So an economist would say total revenue minus your explicit and implicit cost is going to give you your economic profit. So this is just a heads up that going forward, we're only going to talk about economic costs. So whenever you see cost, you have to know that we're also considering implicit costs, not just the explicit cost on things like rent and utilities. We're also going to consider all your opportunity cost as well for different things. So we'll do that in class. There's this concept called normal profit. So a normal profit sounds great, kind of, but a normal profit just means breaking even, right? No economic profit is the same thing as normal profit. Get this in your head right now. When we say the firm made a normal profit, we mean they made no economic profit. An accountant would say they made a positive profit, but since an economist also considers implicit cost, the econ profit is going to be less than the accounting profit, right? Because the economist is subtracting out all the opportunity costs, and a normal economic profit means they're breaking even, according to an economist, right? They are literally making more cash money. It's not breaking even based off of what an accountant would say, it's breaking even based off of what an economist would say, meaning not only are you able to pay all your bills, but you're also able to cover your opportunity cost. So we can think of how profit works with a traffic analogy. So if there's heavy traffic, all lanes are going the same speed. But let's say like a lane opens up, right? All the cars go into the lane that just opened up. But now that lane is traffic filled also, right? Because people saw the opportunity, they filled the lane, and it slowed down again. Just like businesses or just like different industries, firms see an opportunity to make profit, like fidget spinners. They enter the industry, there becomes a lot of competition, the trend dies and goes away, and they end up not making an excessive profit anymore. They might make a normal profit if they're lucky. Now, Module 53 is how we maximize that profit. So, let's say we can sell our product at $10. We want to know, using this cost curve, this is our marginal cost. The marginal cost to produce first goes down as we produce more, but then it goes up. We'll talk about this in class. We want to know how many units we should produce. Now, we said the magic rule is MB, marginal benefit, equals marginal cost. We're using that same exact rule, but we're changing it to marginal revenue. MB is being changed to MR. So the magic rule is you always produce where MR equals MC. Well, MR is right here, it's always 10. MC curve is right here. We should produce 4 units where MR equals MC. That's where the marginal revenue equals marginal cost. We don't want to produce 5 units, right? Because if we produce the 5th unit, it's going to cost us $12, but our marginal revenue for 5 units will still be 10, so we would lose $2. We don't want to do that. The magic rule is MR equals MC. MR equals MC is the only way we'll make profit at the end of the day. So we want to maximize profit. That's the goal of every firm, right? We're going to produce until MR equals MC. If our price was $10, do we produce if MC equals 5? Yeah, right? MR is above MC. Do we produce when it's 9? Yeah, sure. MR is above MC. If it was 11, no. MC is above MR now, so we don't want to produce. If the question said additional unit is 10, yeah, we produce. MR equals MC, and including that point. We'll do some practice in class.